Hello, welcome. Today we'll be doing a flow and stretch session with Moonie Boy. As always, just listen to your body, do what you can. If something doesn't feel right, you don't need to do it. You can adjust when you need. Listen to your own body's capability. So if you have a strap handy, maybe a dog leash or a belt or something will work the same. We'll be doing some nice stretches at the end. We'll start off with a bit of a flow to get the body moving and warmed up. Rest whenever you need and enjoy. Moonie Boy, come on your mat, buddy. Come on your mat. There you go. Close, not quite. Come on your mat, on your mat. Yeah, come on your mat. That's it, sit. Yep, good boy, stay. Down, stay. Okay, alright, so we're just going to start off with a child's pose. Bring the knees nice and wide, big toes touching, sit the hips back to the heels, and stretch out through the arms and the shoulders. If you can, bring your head down to the mat, maybe onto a pillow or a block. And just lengthening out through the spine, gently drawing the tailbone down towards the heels. Maybe a little roll side to side, massage through the forehead. Letting go of any frowns, relaxing the face. Just find some stillness and start to tune into your breath. In and out through the nose, expanding through the lungs, filling up the belly, completely emptying out with the exhale. Taking a few rounds of breath, coming into the space, coming into your present moment, letting go of your day, giving yourself this time to switch off, letting any thoughts just come and go. Try not to get too attached to anything. Taking 3 more big breaths, stretching out a little further. And just rising up to your tabletop. Bring the knees in under the hips. Wrists are under the shoulders. And take a few rounds of cat-cow. Inhale to arch the spine, lift the tailbone, looking forward. Exhale, rounding it out. Push the mat away, suck the belly in. Inhale to arch. Exhale, rounding it out. Moving with your breath, warming up through the spine. Last one. And then coming back to your tabletop. Take a few little twists, looking over each shoulder. Wiggle the hips, whatever you need, loosening up. Extending through our right foot, bring the toes to the floor, push back into the heel, give the calf a stretch. And hovering that right foot, keep pushing through the heel, just bring it to about hip height, and then lift the left arm for a balance. Suck the belly in, really switch on the core, find your balance here. If this is enough, stay here. Otherwise, we're going to add some movement, knee to the elbow underneath as you exhale, round out the spine, so similar to your cat-cow. And then inhale, stretching out long. Exhale, crunching it in. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, belly in. Good. One more. And then stretch it back out. Back to your tabletop. Extend through the left leg, toes to the floor, push into the heel, stretch into the calf. Hovering that left leg to hip height, lift the right hand, switching on again, belly in, finding balance. When you're ready, elbow to knee underneath, crunch the belly in. Inhale to stretch it out, exhale to crunch it in. Two more. Last one. And back to tabletop. Give the hips another wiggle if you need. Big circle around in each direction. Step the hands forward, tucking the toes, setting up for our first downward dog. Plug into the fingertips, set yourself up, hover the knees, suck the belly in. Pushing up to down dog. Give the legs a pedal out if it feels good. Take a couple of breaths, inhale up on tippy toes, exhale, push the heels back and down. If you need, you can drop to your knees. If this is fairly new for you with your downward dog, we're going to rock forward to a plank. So your low option would be to be on your knees at this point. Otherwise, holding your plank, really push into the mat, strengthening through the shoulders, the belly, the legs, squeeze your bottom. Stay for another breath if you can. Drop the knees if you feel anything in your back. And then exhale back to down dog. Come forward again, inhale up onto tippy toes, rolling forward. Holding that plank. Let's drop the knees, untuck the toes, lower down, elbows tucked in. Inhale for a little baby cobra. Exhale, release, pushing hips back to heels. And back to down dog. Coming through that again, roll forward to plank. Lower down, drop the knees if you need. Inhale for your cobra. Coming into a back bend, shoulders down. Exhale, hips to heels. And back to down dog. Moonie's gonna join. Good. Let's walk the feet up to the hands. Coming into our forward fold. Grabbing opposite elbows. And take a sway side to side. Good, down dog, buddy. Let the arms hang. Roll the head around, release the neck. Pat the puppy. Just releasing the shoulders, releasing the neck. Stretch through the back of the legs. Stretching through the lower back.
Knees can be a little bit bent here if you need. And then rolling all the way up to standing. Sweep the arms to the sky and bring the prayer to the heart. Take a big breath. Sigh it out. Sweep the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward all the way through. Inhale to a halfway lift, so come up to a flat back, hands to the shins. Exhale, fold it forward. And again, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. On your mat, buddy. On your mat. On your mat. One more time, rising up, sweep the arms. Exhale, fold it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Oh, really? Plant the hands. Let's come back to down dog. You're good. When you're ready, come through that flow again. Roll forward to plank. Drop the knees if you need. Lower down. Inhale for cobra. It's somebody's dinner time. Exhale, hips to heels. And back to down dog. Roll it forward. Plank. Nice strong tummy. Dropping the knees if you need. Exhale, lower down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, hips to heels. And back to down dog. Walk the feet to the hands. Rolling up to standing. Head comes up last. Sweep the arms to the top. Exhale, forward fold all the way through. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Stepping back to down dog. Roll it forward. This time we're going to lower down for a count of 5, building some strength. So drop the knees if you need to. Bend the elbows for 5, lowering down 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, resting on the belly. Bring the fingertips to the to the floor next to you, so 90 degrees roughly in the elbows, just on your fingertips for a little bit of support. Inhale as you lift your chest, your head, coming into a back bend, and then exhale to release, just gently pushing with the fingertips. Inhale to lift. Suck the tummy in, so we're using our lower back muscles here. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. One more, inhale, lift. Exhale, release. If you like, just do the same thing again and hold, if that's enough for you, for your back. Otherwise, lifting up, lift the hands, reach them back behind you, maybe lift the legs as well. Suck the tummy in, keep breathing deeply. If this is enough for you, stay here. If you still want a little more, you can try and grab hold of your feet, bend the knees, bring the knees back towards each other, and then start to kick. Just gently kicking and pulling, breathing. Wherever you are, one more breath. Rest whenever you need. And then release. Stack your hands under your forehead. Come into crocodile. Just give the hips a little wiggle if you need to release your lower back. Rest the forehead down on the hands. Take a few breaths here. Just reset. Bring the hands back beside the chest. Option here for a push-up, otherwise you can push your hips back to your heels like we've been doing. If you're up for the push-up, you can either lift the knees or keep them down for a little bit of support. Take a big inhale, and then exhale, we're going to push up to our plank. Exhale, lift. Good. Wherever you are, back to down dog. Pedal out the legs. Walk the feet to the hands. Coming into that forward fold again. This time we're going to bend the knees so you can rest your belly on the thighs. Bend the knees as much as you like. We're just going to stay here for a few breaths, really releasing through the lower back. Letting everything hang. Imagine any stress or tension just dripping out through your fingertips, the crown of your head, letting your neck be nice and long. Depending on where you feel tightness, you might want to straighten the legs to give you more of a hamstring stretch. Otherwise, knees bent will keep the stretch in the lower back a little more. See what your body needs. Adjust wherever you need. On your next inhale, take a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. And again, halfway lift. And fold. Bring the feet out nice and wide, so about as wide as your mat. And then you're going to drop your hips down into your yogi squat. So if you need, you can pop cushions or blocks or something underneath your bottom. Coming down slowly. Elbows on the inside of the thighs, gently pushing the thighs away. If this is too much for you, you can just come to seated, come into your butterfly pose with your feet together, knees wide. Or come back up to standing if you prefer. Shake it out. And then we're all going to meet down, seated on the mat. Slowly coming down to seated if you're not already there. Into your butterfly if you're not already there. Take an inhale, stretching up through the spine, and then exhale, fold forward over the legs. Rising back up, bring the knees up, coming into our boat pose. So sitting up nice and tall. Keep hold of the knees if you need, or maybe the thighs underneath. And we're going to rock back off the sit bones. Moonie's going to help me with this one. What's that, buddy? Look at my butt. If you want more, release the hands, staying nice and tall. Maybe start to straighten the legs, just options. Come back to boat if you need. Maybe canoe, maybe something. Good boy. One more big breath. And release. Bring the feet to the floor. Then we're going to roll all the way down.
down slow as you can. So use your core to come down. Slowly. When you find that speed hump, see if you can hold for another breath. Slowly, slowly. Good. Once you're there, windscreen wiper the knees, have a stretch, let it go. Grabbing onto your strap, bring the right leg up to the sky, wrap the strap around the foot. Left leg out long on the mat. Roll out the ankle, bend and flex a few times. Push through the heel. Just gently pulling down. Try to keep the shoulders relaxed. Bring the leg out wide. And over to the other side. Using your breath here to get a little deeper into the stretch with each exhale. Back to center. Switch out the feet. Strap around the left foot. Right leg is out long on the mat. Give the foot a roll around, bend and flex a few times. Bring the leg out wide. Keep pushing through the heel. Breathing deeply. Bring it over to the right. And back to center. Release the strap. Pop it down, hug the knees to the chest. We'll come into our reclined twist, so keep hold of the right knee, send the left leg out long. Give that right knee a squeeze out and around up towards your armpit. Keep hold with your left hand. Take your twist over to the left. Reach out through the right arm, keeping that right shoulder on the mat. Twisting the knee towards the left. You can turn your gaze to the right if it feels good for your neck. Just gently wringing out the spine. Back to center. Squeeze both knees up to the chest. Keep hold of the left. Stretch out through the right leg. Left knee to left armpit. Give it a squeeze. Keeping hold with the right hand. Take your twist to the right. Stretch out through the left arm.
Give Moonie a pat. Good boy. Turn your gaze to the left if it's good for your neck. After your exhale, come back to center, hugging both knees to the chest, coming into our reclined pigeon, popping the right ankle on the left knee, so left leg is bent, foot flat on the floor, right ankle on the left knee, and gently pushing that right thigh away. If you want more, you can pick up the back of the left thigh, lifting that leg up. Just keeping that gentle pressure on the right thigh if you can reach with your elbow. We're looking for a stretch in the right hip, maybe your glute, outer thigh. Flex your right toes towards your shin. Two more breaths. Use the exhale. And release. Both feet to the floor, windscreen wiper the knees. And then switching sides. Left ankle on right thigh. Pushing that left thigh away. If you want more, pick up the back of the right leg. Just keeping gentle pressure on the inside of that left thigh. Flex the left toes back to the shin. The right leg can be bent, straight, whatever you like. Looking for the stretch in the left hip, left thigh, left glute. Maybe a little bit into your lower back, depending what you've been up to. You might find it's totally different to the other side, totally different to yesterday or tomorrow. Not judging, no comparison, just spending some time in this moment, noticing how your body's feeling. Breathing into that stretch. One more big breath. Slowly release. Let's windscreen wipe the knees again. When you're ready, then come through a happy baby first if you like, or just stretch out long. Get yourself ready for your Shavasana. Happy baby, soles of the feet to the sky, grabbing the outer edges of your feet or your shins. Have a little rock around if it feels nice. And then take your final stretch. I'm going to use Moonie as a bolster under the back of the thighs, back of the knees. You can pop a cushion there if you like. Just makes it nicer on the lower back. No, you don't like that, buddy. Sorry. Making yourself nice and comfy on your mat. Shoulders are down away from the ears. Turn the palms to face up. Relaxing your fingers. Relaxing your hips, your glutes, your legs. Closing down the eyes. Letting go of any tension, any gripping sensation. Noticing the parts of your body that are touching the mat. Just try to soften a little. Be here for a minute or so, allowing yourself some stillness, nothing to do except breathe. Here, close out your practice on your own. Another few minutes, take your time. If you'd like to finish out the practice with Moonie and I, just roll onto your side, take a breath there, and then slowly come up to seated. Sweep the arms up, bring the hands to prayer, and prayer to the heart. Give yourself a smile of gratitude just for turning up on your mat. Thank you so much for joining us today.